Welcome everybody to the Complete Trader Academy Daily Review. Today is September 13, 2022. Here this is US 30, the dirty 30. So let's hop right into it. So up here we have, I'm a price action trader. Structure and liquidity is predominantly what I focus on. So from up here, we had this lower high. Left a supply block behind, took down this fib all the way down to a lower low, and then from here we are expecting some type of retracement. It came all the way back, hit it to the perfect T. All right, see this? See these numbers up here? This is going to be the prices of the candle, which is going to be the open, the low, the high, and the close, right? So I'm going to show you this. Watch this. If you look at this candle, the low here is 34,159. Okay. The high here is 276. Well, what's the open of this candle? Look at this. The open of this candle is 34,266. And what's the high of this candle? 34,276. It's off by 10 pips. Literally. That's pretty close if you ask me. So we know that this is a supply block and price is going to come back in here. But look what's even better. This right here, we got this fib, and this is going to be our 79 retracement. You call it 78, whatever. It's perfect. Look how perfect this line is all the way back. And more confluence, we have right here, we have buy liquidity, meaning we have equal lows as well. Okay, so if I draw a line right there, there's obviously liquidity sitting above that, right? And you're going to be able to tell that with confluence, not only do we have people who are selling here, so we have liquidity and money up here, we have price balancing and mitigating, meaning it's printing price fairly, so-called. So your confluences, you have buy liquidity up here, you have a 79 golden area, high probability entry area, you have a supply block, we usually like to start with the candle, the lowest candle, right? But sometimes it's the open, sometimes it's the second candle. But right now we're going to just stick to the basics. It's at the open, confluence with that 79 retracement right here on this fib reversal zone. Price smacks it, runs down, comes back up. This is what they call printing price fairly, even though we have gaps in here and still more imbalances in here. But on the weekly chart, we have a major imbalance between here and here. See these two lines? Perfect. So when price broke down, what is the intention? Well, number one, our intention was to come down to the 3100 level. Why? Because there is a daily imbalance right here between this candle's low and this candle's high. This inefficiency in between, price was not delivered fairly. So the intention is, from once we hit this 78, 79, whatever, it's going to break down, and your goal is to make a lower low, because you have a lower high structure, lower low. You have to pull back. This is the new lower high. Okay, which I'll even type it out for you. All right, so where do you expect price to go? It's going to be right here to make a new lower low. I'm not saying exactly right here. I'm just trying to, paint the picture here. Lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So if that's the case, we had these lines drawn even before the market came back up here. So we knew that price is going to rebalance itself and fill in this inefficiency. So price came down, smacked 31, smacked the 31. And what did it do? It retraced, because we need retracement. Price isn't just going to just keep falling forever. So it tapped this low, which we also have. This is not just a daily imbalance, but then this is also sell liquidity. Okay. So that's the goal of the algorithm. This is a sell program. Price is going to come down and hit that low. And then it decided to retrace and rally up. Where is it going? Well, we got this fib here. This is point A to point B. And then C is the retracement. Look where it landed. Landed right at the 50. Pretty perfectly, if you ask me. Hit the 50. And what more importantly did it do? It came up, it cleared half of this candle, which is an efficiency in itself. So price can either come back and hit this supply block that I have here. That supply block could have started from here, because these are all bullish candles, or support and resistance ideas of retail. I don't trade retail, but that's what this is. This was basically coming down, hitting this 3100 level where your daily imbalances, retraces, gets into this efficiency and balances price fairly more, I would say, hits this supply block, hits this 50, that's confluence. You see how perfect this is? So if you noticed, if we started the supply block from here and we expect price to come up there, up to that open candle, well, you notice it went up, it spiked up, right here. If you notice, it spiked up right there. And then price, when this daily candle opened, this was the news, this was the CPI news, this is where everybody lost their shirt probably, mainly. But price ran up quickly, and then news came out at 8:30 and flew down, right? But what did it accomplished what it needed to do. It spiked up, got into this imbalance, hit the supply block, retraced at 50, and the candles never closed above this line. So that's to show you what the bias or direction or structure will be. So once we tapped into that, we came back down. What did we do? Well, first of all, we have that daily imbalance. It was not fully mitigated, right? It wasn't fully priced in here. It tapped and went away. So now that we have this low, what does that tell you? That means that we also have sell liquidity underneath. We have buy stops underneath. Yeah, this is a high probability area for it to come back down. What did it do? Came back down, hesitated for one day, came back up the next day, opened up, boom, took out those buyers, and then rallied back up, and now we're sitting here. So what is the intention? Two possibilities. If it's going up, then it's going to go up to rebalance this major inefficiency candle. Sometimes it comes to the 50%, just like this. You see this was the 50% of the candle, and it's pretty close. Generally, we're speaking in general, the price, if it's going to come back up, it can come back to this 50. If I put a fib from here to here, which is A to B, and then C could come up to the 70, could come up to 79. We don't know. Could hit one of these blocks as turning around to be a supply block, even come right up to here and tap right above this to kill all the buy liquidity, because you got, this would be like a stop hunt, like this was a stop hunt, right? Taking out liquidity. And I don't see it coming up this high, only because it's done its basic job. And US30, when it wants to go, it goes. It doesn't matter. It's not like other pairs. This indice moves very fast, and it doesn't wait around. So I don't see it going up too high right now. If you ask me, as it is the 13th of September, I'm expecting for it to close down at least the rest of this imbalance. And then what are the next targets? Obviously, we have lows here. We have a low here. This is a July low, the low of July. This is also a weekly low. And then obviously there's sell liquidity underneath. But what was our major goal? Generally, it's to make a new lower low. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't and it starts to go bullish, then it goes bullish. Because from here to here, this swing, if we were to go bullish, which I don't expect it, how can it go when we're the value of the market as where it is, and as far as the times that we're in, you know, with recession talk and interest rates and all that, I don't really see the value of this breaking up past this lower high. But anything is possible in this world, that's for sure. But in general, the next idea is for it to continue down, taking out these lows, taking out this low, and then taking out this low. This low is from right here, 2021. This is the low of 2021. So this begins the year right here of 21, and then this obviously ends the year of 21, beginning 22. But that was the low. It's a major low, because not only is it the low of the year, and also of as it also being support, previous support, meaning price was coming up low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, bounces away. So this is kind of like a medium of support, but this was the resistance, okay, originally, and so was this, which was COVID, and price went up, went above this high, and then started to create support, and boom. If you take a look at this and see the line across, I'll even draw it for you. You will notice that this is technically a resistance turn support now, about maybe to return lower and break a support and now become resistance again and come down. Now, I don't know if the market's going to come down this much. I don't really care, honestly, but this is just ideas. And if we're following structure, lower, high, lower, low, lower, high, lower, low, lower, high, lower, low, lower, high, and then where's our lower low? Lower low is, well, our projections here are saying coming up down to here, or even to here. But in general, it's the main target is taking out the low. And don't be surprised if the price comes down and takes out this low and then rallies up here, or comes down to this low and then rallies up here. You're going to see significant price change as far as like uptrends go, possibly once they meet this objective low and this objective low. Obviously this makes more sense to me, but hey, this is pretty much, I'm starting this channel with the daily chart. I'm going to do a daily review as well, but this is going to be, I'm giving you the bigger picture here as well. I won't be including these type of reviews every day, but in general, I want to just establish a position of idea and bias, right? So other than that, I hope this was helpful. Please follow Complete Trader Academy on all sites. Predominantly, I'm going to be releasing all information on YouTube and then you'll have an opportunity to join our mentorship group if you'd like to be as precise and educated as this in the markets. Honestly, it does not get any better than this. And we have plus much more material, but this right here is priceless. If anybody understood this and didn't have any fear, they'd be very wealthy. Period. I don't care if it's Bitcoin. I don't care if it's Coca-Cola, Apple, gold. It doesn't matter. Charts, it's all the same. Now they all have a different language, but in general, we have spent years studying this and mastering this skill set. So I hope this was helpful, and I will talk to you later. God bless. Take care.